Welcome to BDSM, Bloody Dreadful Shite Movies. This is Chris.
Hello there.
Silent scum!
And some people say he has questionable taste in movies, so he's on a mission to find out if this is true by watching the most painfully bad movies he can find to see if he can get any pleasure from them.
You using the whole fist, Doc?
Just relax. Hello and welcome back to the BDSM Cinematic Dungeon. I hope you are well. I hope you've all had a great Christmas and a happy New Year. Well, I had up to a point when Facebook nerfed the Facebook group. It's gone. It's gone into the ether. I tried to set up another one. It nerfed that one as well. So, I have a new one. I'll give the address at the end.
I'm still here, you bastards.
So, let's get straight down to the first cinematic treat of the year. It's Netflix, big budget sci-fi blockbuster, and the critics' latest punching bag. Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire. What a title. It really has very mixed reviews and ratings. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 24% on the tomato meter. The critics don't like it. But the audience have given a 64%. On IMDb, it's middle of the road. It's 5.7 out of 10. While on Metacritic, it's got a lowly 32%. It stars
Sofia Boutella,
my mommy.
Jimon Hounsou,
Star-Lord.
who? Ray Fisher,
I got a language in my head that I don't speak.
Charlie Hunnam,
I'm not trying to steal it. I'm trying to buy it.
Gina Malone,
Sucker punch.
Ed Skrein,
Oh, and not forgetting Sir Anthony Hopkins. Just his voice, as a robot. I think he's going to be, by all what I've read, like a robot Obi-Wan Kenobi. The plot, according to IMDb, is...
A farm boy recruits a band of outlaws to save the planet Akir from forces that threaten to wipe them out from the face of the universe. A battle stretching beyond the stars begins here.
Oh, sorry, that's Battle Beyond the Stars.
Farmers from a village exploited by bandits hire a veteran samurai for protection, who gathers 6 other samurai to join him. When a peaceful settlement on the edge of a distant moon finds itself threatened by the armies of a tyrannical ruling force.
No, that's the 7 Samurais.
A mysterious stranger living among its villagers becomes their best hope for survival.
Ah, that's better. I have read that it is basically built entirely out of spare parts of other movies, making it a homage
This is a total rip-off!
to other sci-fi and Snyder movies. So, I don't really want to do this. Let's dig into some reviews.
My writes, did Snyder walk into a games workshop and say, I can steal this property and blend it with Harry Potter, Last of Mohicans, 7 Samurai, a little bit of Independence Day, and just a dash of what's in theaters right now with some Dune? I read an interview where he had the balls to say that the Snyder R-rated cut was a completely different movie after saying that no one asked him to make a PG-13 version. Netflix and Snyder are a match made in heaven if you like poor, unremarkable, and barely care for CGI that matches its film's pacing and direction. My one positive is that I'm positive I won't bother with the sequel. A few of the actors, very few, knew what kind of campy movie they were in and actually gave a not-too-bad performance, but honestly, it's just one plot point to the next with very little driving anyone to be compelled to stick around for any reason. That goes for characters and audience. If you're morbidly curious as to what makes a bad film, then this is a great place to check that out.
I'm really not going to listen to anyone who gives Thor Love and Thunder a 10 out of 10. Next.
LX Mug writes, what was the point? This whole story and universe would have probably worked as a TV show, and even with that, the story plot needed a lot more work. What was the point of this movie? It started good, but it ended up being a disappointment. Is a copy and paste of previous sci-fi and fantasy pieces of work, and the CGI started to fail after that great opening scene. The plot is basically non-existent. Looking for a badass character to join your crew. Let's go to another planet, repeat. And that's it. Oh, and slow motion scenes. A lot of slow motion. I don't recommend this to anyone. Not even Snyder cultists.
Oh, poor dear. He wouldn't recommend it. Oh well. So, let's see if we have got any 10 out of 10 reviews.
K. Jeffers writes, Zack Snyder delivers again. Love or hate the man, but he knows entertainment. It's a mixture of movies and genres, drama, war, sci-fi, Dune, Star Wars, Seven Samurai, Monuments Men. But it's beautiful, epic in scope, action-packed. Ed steals the screen in his scenes. Charlie Hunnam gives a performance I didn't see coming. Sophia is beautiful as always. Don't take my word for it. Watch it. Suspend your hatred for Snyder and just watch it. I wasn't let down. The action is epic in scope. Story is great. Effects are absolutely top tier. Part 2 comes out next year. It'll be up there with Dune in later years. It's impossible to describe. Just watch it. Don't have to be a Snyder fan or anything. Trust me.
Sounds like I might have to trust old Jeffers. So, let's grab some popcorn and watch this bitch.
This journey we embark on is fraught with peril and uncertainty. But the fate of the galaxy hinges on our courage to face the impossible. Life has a funny way of bringing together the most unlikely allies. From the stars, we gather, and together we shall ignite the flames of rebellion. Like it or not, this is your lot. For all that you love, all that no mercy.
You cannot deny it has a lot of ideas taken from tons of other sci-fi movies. And Star Wars, you know. Like, it has lightsabers, but no laser swords. Don't want to go copyright infringing. It has a cantina bar with its own
I don't like you either. You just watch yourself.
esque moment too.
Is this your owner?
Move on. He's not for sale.
Everything's for sale in this place. So, how much? You know, I have a room upstairs with relatively clean sheets.
It's a very generous offer, but I don't think so.
I guarantee you by morning, you're going to be begging me for more.
I said move on.
Oh, come on, Mama. Let him come and play.
You need to leave.
Listen close, you jealous little bitch.
Now you listen close. I told you you need to leave.
It has a Han Solo-ish rogue smuggler, played by Charlie Hunnam. It has its very own evil empire that looks like it's ripped out of 1984's Dune. And also the stormtroopery type people look like they come out of the Chronicles of Riddick. It's got a 300 style battle on a floating cloud mining base. I could go on, but even Star Wars was a homage to other movies and Seven Samurais.
You lie!
Let's see if Rebel Moon is a cinematic kink or a total stink. 1. Did I find it entertaining in any way? This will be another controversial take, like I did in my Star Chaser episode. Rebel Moon is far more entertaining than any of the Disney Star Wars projects. From like Episode 7, the story movies, the bloody TV shows. I'm looking at you, Obi-Wan, again. It may not be the most original movie ever made. It's full of Zack Snyderness, but at least it's not Sucker Punch. So, it gets a point. 2. Did it have a good story idea? Its story may be mostly cherry-picked from other movies and gaffer-taped together with some original-ish ideas. But with that, the story isn't all that bad. So, guess what? I'm giving it a point. 3. Was it boring? Surprisingly not. Even for its 2.25 hours runtime, it pretty much flew by. I was quite entertained. So let's get another point. Ooh, is this going to be a clean sweep? Are you going to call me the most tasteless man? 4. Will I ever watch it again? Guess what? I'm going to say yes. I'm even going to watch part 2. And then I might even watch the 18 certificate ones, which are supposed to be coming out as well. You could say I'm a glutton for punishment, or I have different tastes than anybody else. So let's get another point. Can it be a clean sweep? 5. Would I recommend anybody else to watch it? I would totally recommend it to any Snyder fan, sci-fi fan, to give it a go. But I wouldn't recommend it if you're a toxic, bloody Star Wars fan, Marvel fan, who hates taking any sort of criticism of the holy Star Wars or the holy Marvel Cinematic Universe. Then give it a miss. But other than that, watch it. You might enjoy it. If you don't, what have you lost? 2.5 hours of your life. So, I'm going to give it another point. So, with a score of 5 out of 5, Rebel Moon is a bona fide cinematic kink.
Sounds too kinky for me.
So all in all, it may be a knockoff, but I enjoyed it. So, what shall I try and enjoy next time? I know. With the Mad Max spin-off Furiosa coming out this year, I think I'm going to watch some Mad Max knockoffs. I have 3 to choose from: Road Wars, Wheels on Fire, and Warriors of the Wasteland. But which shall I choose? I know, I'll roll a d6. So, it'll be either 1 or 2 be Road Wars, 3 or 4 Wheels on Fire, and 5 or 6 Warriors of the Wasteland. Roll the d6.
You got 6.
Oh. So, Warriors of the Wasteland it is. Oh. So what is it? Come on. Tell me what I'm putting myself in for.
Warriors of the Wasteland, a.k.a. The New Barbarians, stars Fred Williamson, George Eastman, and the plot, according to IMDb, is 2 mercenaries help wandering caravans fight off an evil and aimless band of white-clad bikers after the nuclear holocaust.
Ooh. Sounds interesting. So, I'll see you next time.
If you would like to help Chris on his journey through cinematic pain and pleasure, then you could join our new Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/badflix. That's BADFLCX, Badflix. And you can contact Chris by email bdsmpodmovie@gmail.com. For movie recommendations, feedback, or just to say hi, please don't forget to rate, subscribe,
And all that jazz.
Free bagels.